Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are on I-40. We're trucking into Williams, Arizona. Gonna spend the night here, and then in the morning we're trucking north out of here. About 60 miles. Gonna be heading up towards that big Grand Canyon. Yay! So this afternoon I'm going to catch up on a little bit of editing and whatnot before I head up to the big canyon. Plus I'm beating out some storms coming in about 3 days, so this weather's perfect and I'm going to take total advantage of it. It snowed here not too long ago, probably in shaded area. There's still a little snow around. It's chilly, but blue sky. All right, let's head on into town. Hard to believe we're after the middle of April here too. Unreal, huh? That archway, 1881. My goodness. Mining is massive here. This is actually part of the old Route 66 we're on right now. So I'm going to stay at the Grand Canyon Railroad RV Park tonight, and in the morning we'll drive up in that town right before you get into the canyon, probably tomorrow night, and then the canyon will be the third day. It's kind of the plans. Working on the road, so I got to play a little catch up on the editing so you guys can see these videos. Still a little early before I get in the RV park. Actually, I might even walk around downtown later too. Up here on the right where you see the train cars, there's some storyboards. I'll stop a minute. I've been here before. One way in, then the other street's one way going out. We'll be on that tomorrow morning. It was a fun little stop. Cute little park. All right, let's get her going. I just looked at the phone. There's a visitor center down the street too. I never stopped at. We'll stop. Logging, mining, logging everywhere, the trees. How about that mansion we just seen up there in Flagstaff? With all them big logs it was built out of. That was cool. You just never know what you're going to find in these places. The Grand Canyon Railroad, been going up there forever. I'm not doing it this trip. Maybe one of these times I will absolutely take the train ride up there, but not this time. That Verde Valley Canyon, Verde Canyon Railroad, that was a fun little trip. That was a couple videos ago. All right, a couple more storyboards over here. Alright, these are easier to read. Those other ones needed new plexiglass over them. Couldn't even read them. Babbitt Brothers. Trading Post Route 66 and 1931. A lot of them old buildings are still here, too. There's the doctor that was here in 1905. Panoramic overview of Williams, 1925. And guess what? It still looks the same. Then our famous Route 66. I did that last fall. Drove most of it across the country. Then we finished it out a couple months ago here in Arizona and also California. Gateway to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I think there's a little map of downtown. They even got a roller coaster here. They built a roller coaster heading out of town. All the buildings, railroad. I think the biggest thing here is the Grand Canyon Railroad and the Route 66 stuff. All right, well, I got, let's see, about an hour before I can get in the park. We'll go check that visitor center. Nanny's Tacos. Buildings are old, but the businesses are active in them. Steakhouse, huh? Ranching. They got ranching here too. Logging, mining, ranching. I am pretty anxious to go up and see the canyon. It's been a few years since I've been up there. Kind of looking forward to it. But when I looked at the weather, I had to kind of pick up the pace. I wasn't going to do it for a few more days. But that big storm coming in, it's going to be a cold one too. So up here at this elevation, it's going to, guess what? Snow. Yikes. Don't need that stuff. The red garter with the mannequin in the window. Looks like a brewery, Pine Country Restaurant. Then off to the right, that building, there's our visitor center, probably an old railroad building. And I think they got parking. Big parking, that's what we need. All right, back in here. We'll check out their visitor center. I've never been in here. Drove past it 100 times. Williams Visitor Center. This had to have been the original old depot, huh? Welcome to Williams, gateway to the Grand Canyon. I like how they blow up these old black and white photos. There's 4th of July in 1909, right here in downtown Williams. All right, they sell t-shirts, hats, places to get your selfie picture. Those are fun. I want to do one of those for quartzite with a camel. Wildlife fish restoration. Definitely up here. Look at that big old photo of an old diner. The last stop on Route 66. Huh. Payphone. Ask a kid nowadays what a payphone is. They're going to stare at you. Well, neat old building. More pictures. Got the Forest Service pictures. They've been doing that for a long, long time. Changing use of the land. Well, that's probably when Grand Canyon became the big national park, too. And even a little movie you can watch. Oh, a shootout. All right, let's head over to the RV park. How about this? I'll drive the streets. I'll go down the other side. Just make a big loop. Still got 30 minutes if I can get in the park. Williams isn't that big of a town. Millions, though. I mean, millions of people come here between the Route 66 stuff and especially Grand Canyon. Oh my goodness. It's huge. A lot of these old motels are some of the original old ones back from the Route days. That is all new construction there. Times are changing. Okay, make a left here. Here's another little rest area. They got restrooms. Plus, you can free camp. There's all kinds of dispersed camping on that Highway 64 going up to the canyon, which is only a couple miles out of Williams. It's not that far. Big old Safeway. You can buy food here. They got hardware store and everything, so you can supply up. Even got you a Dairy Queen. But when you see a lot of the pictures from Williams, you'll see all these buildings through here. Later on, I'm gonna walk the streets. I'll come down here. These places are just now getting opened up. It's still early. More restaurants. Ooh, look at that, all them old cars on the right. We'll check that. Arizona Motor Hotel. That's what they called them back in the days, huh? Looks like stores, National Bank, bar. Big old brick front in those buildings there, huh? There's the mural. Well, I can smell that barbecue. They must be cooking the food now. Hotel there, it said vacancy. There's your Canyon Club. Very popular, the Addicted to Deals. Little gift shop with the old Elvis car. When I walk around the streets, we'll check that out a little closer. Native American place. Alright, you seen it here first. That was Williams. Here's where all the motels are out at this end. Still going though. A lot of remodel on them. Alright, I'm gonna cut back. Gonna head for that RV park. There's where that roller coaster is, right there. It's like a mile long. You can't video on it though. They got their own cameras, then you gotta buy the video. Kinda read about it. Oh no, I'm a little old for that. Plus, it's a little chilly to be on that thing. It's right now we're at about 51 degrees. The elevation here we're got probably close to 7,000 feet. Oh yeah, they got a zip line. I don't know about that, but you can take a zip line here too. Right over top that cable, right above the building here. There's their zip line. Not sure how they get you up there. And the train, it's out. It's already up at the canyon. Ooh, maybe this evening when it comes in, I'll be able to catch it coming in. That'd be kind of fun, huh? What a huge business they have, though. A lot of rooms. They offer packages where you can ride the train, stay here. Same way in the RV park. You can get a RV park package. You know, it's nice. I've stayed at this park a few times. When you stay at the RV park, they give you a little card. You can actually use the swimming pool, workout room. The hotel also has a restaurant, all within walking. Okay, this is it here. Let me go figure out where they want me to park. Then we'll check out downtown a little bit more. Welcome to the Grand Canyon Railroad RV Park. You do hear the trains at night. You're right next to the tracks, but you'll hear the train anywhere you stay in this town. So it really doesn't matter. Nice little park, decent rates, cheaper than most. You can see it's pretty busy. Okay, I'm going to get set up in probably about 2 or 3 hours. We'll take a little walk. I'll need a break by then. I got quite a bit of work I gotta do. There's the showers, restrooms, everything right there in that building. Pretty convenient. Alright, we'll go exploring just a little bit. Well, I snuck out. Too nice a day to be cooped up in the van that long. I'll finish more tonight. Homemade pies right in that restaurant. So people have been walking these streets for a very long time. Back in the old Western days. A lot of these buildings are original. I found out the train pulls in at 5:45 sharp. It says it's usually on time, so before we call it a day here, I'm going to try to catch it coming in. Brick sidewalk. Talk about snow, though. You can get it feet deep here in a hurry. Can really get a lot of snow. There's the mural. Last time bypassed by I-40, October 13th, 1984. I'll be darned. Well, that's a record there, huh? Alright, well, I'm going to cruise back the other way. A lot of tour buses come through here on their way up to the canyon. I was reading where the Grand Canyon gets over 4 million visitors a year. I'm going to be there super early in the morning when I get in there. I don't think I walked down this way, did I? Nope, there's a canyon club. Notice how clean everything is, the sidewalks, the streets. Everything's spotless here. They really cater to the tourists. Oh, I should have brought a sticker for their window. Oh, here's that Addicted to Deals. The old Elvis car. They sell all kinds of stuff. License plates, signs, clocks. All kinds of stuff in here. There's Elvis. What's up, Elvis? Front end of an old car here. That's neat. Alright, I don't need nothing. See, they even got a mannequin in there. That's fun, huh? Turquoise teepee right here. What else we got? More shops, gifts, Native American. Oh, here's Pete's gas station museum, but it's closed. Got the old pumps. It's when you used to come in by the gallon. Give me a couple gallons, huh? Native American. Looks like a big old mural here. Pretty colorful. Got totem pole things out front. Trees are just starting to get a few buds on them. Alright, I'm going to walk over towards Railroad Depot. Feels good to be out of that van. Well, let's go catch a train. Heck yeah. I'm going to switch cameras. I'm going to show you the mannequin in the window across there at the Red Garter. You know how many people stop and take a picture of it? Waving at all the people. Right next to the historic brewing company. Well, let's go in the hotel lobby, check it out. This is the Grand Canyon Hotel lobby right here. Wow, what a nice painting. Wouldn't you like to have that hanging in your living room? I'm using my phone, sorry. Try and get another picture. They got a cool looking chandelier here. That's been hanging there a while, hasn't it? Another old train engine. Saginaw Manistee Lumber Company. Must have been like for local work. Shea number 5 right there. Thing is in mint condition, isn't it? Well, still got a little time to kill before the train gets here. Then I'm going to head back to the van. What's this? This little map of the area, the complex here. Big, isn't it? Here's where you get the tickets, take a train ride, all kinds of gifts, souvenirs. Looks like food back here. Get something to eat. All aboard. When I was looking online, it's actually cheaper than the Verde Canyon Railroad. Not by much, but it is cheaper. Okay, head on out. That's just a freight train there. You know what I did forget though? Where all those old cars were downtown. I still got enough time. I'm going to walk over there. And then come back. We'll catch a train coming in. Here it is. Isn't this cool? Like a downtown junkyard full of all kinds of old goodies, old cars, all Western theme. I'm sure they sell this stuff. Looks pretty cool though. Yeah, look at the gas price, 44 cents. Yeah, sure. It's been a while. Old artwork, just a little bit of everything. That American reminds me of that TV show, American Pickers, where they go out and get all the junk. Well, glad I walked over, but we got a train to catch here pretty soon. Cool tow truck. They could probably tell a few stories up here. I don't think I caught this end of the building. More about old Route 66, old pictures. Well done, Williams. A lot of effort went into all this. All right, let's go catch that train coming in. Old caboose. Got history, huh?
yellow side of the white line painted on the depot platform. Thank you.
Some of them are waving, probably can't see it through the tinted glass. They just been on an adventure of a lifetime, coming back from that big Grand Canyon. We'll be there. We're heading up there soon. Here's the cheap seats in the back, huh? There's your cafe car. Then, oh, the viewing from up top. What do they call those? Sky cars? Sky view cars? Whatever. That's your first class there. That'd be the way to go, though. If you're going to do it right. Get the views. Oh, cool. Here's the conductor. He's going to tell him when to stop. Hanging off the back of the train. Talk about some squeaky brakes. Oh my goodness. There it is. He's counting posts. He's going to tell him where to stop. See if we can get him to wave. All right. Get some rest. In the morning, we're out of here. Gonna truck up towards the canyon. Well, good morning. It's actually almost noon. I checked out late at the RV park. I've been working on editing video all morning long. Basically because I goofed off last night. We walked around town and caught that train coming in. That was kind of cool, wasn't it? Took a good look at Williams, though, walking the streets. I've really never done that. I've driven through here many, many times because of the Route 66 videos. Got some breeze going today, a little bit of wind. Kind of an easy day, though. It's all driving. I'm going to spend the night at the town right before you get into the park tonight. Because I want to get in the park super early. It is crowded. They got lines. It can take you 2 to 3 hours just to get through the gates up here if you do it at the wrong time. So in the morning, we're going to be going into the Grand Canyon like at about 5:30 in the morning. At least the days are getting longer, being after middle of April here. Which helps out. Last town to be bypassed by the freeway. That's interesting. That'd be a good little bar bet. Little trivia. What was the last town bypassed on Interstate 40? And the answer is, drumroll, Williams. Because it says so right back in that building. Also, I looked up that roller coaster thing. The rates weren't really bad if you're into something like that. I didn't know yesterday. I think it's like $30 to take a ride on it. They got cameras on it, and it'll film you coming down the mountain there. I'll still pass on it. Pretty neat. There's an old travel lodge. And some more motels right here. Yay, made it through. Well, so long, Williams. Enjoyed my stay. But we got a big old canyon that we're going to go explore over the next 2 days. There's the tracks that go up to the canyon. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. If you're into it, there's a wildlife thing called Bearizona. You drive through in your car and you can see bears and wildlife. It's supposed to be kind of cool. Maybe someday. Right there where that big flashing neon sign is. It's called Bearizona. Alright, go underneath the freeway here. I gotta get fuel. It's supposed to be a fuel stop up here. Here we go, Highway 64. Been a few years since I've been up through here. Quite a few, actually. Super clean air up here. There is a forest road off to the right. See if I can find it. It's kind of a fast-paced road here where you can free camp. You can free camp on all the forest roads all the way up to the canyon. I think, is that it? No. Should be pretty close. Anyway, you can free camp. 14-day free camping, just like around Quartzsite and all them others. It's all BLM, Forest Service land, all of it. I'm not going to drive back in there today. Okay, here it is. Look for that big gravel area off to the right. That's the road. That'll take you way back in there. Hundreds of people camp through here. People come up, spend the entire summers. They just move around from different campgrounds, different areas. Because one thing you beat up here is the heat. It's not hot in the summer. You can get hot during the day, but nights is definitely cool off at this elevation. Alright, I'm looking for the KOA. There's a big gas station right next to it. Should be right up here on the left. Pretty, isn't it? Just a gorgeous drive up through here. Except for the million cars you gotta fight. They should make this like a 4-lane road. Alright, I see it coming up. Right here. I'm gonna grab a little fuel real quick before I get up too far. But there's a KOA. So if you're traveling by car and don't want to do the motels and hotels, grab you a cabin. That's what KOAs are famous for. Alright, let me get some fuel and we'll keep on trucking. That's a nice motor home. The problem with big rigs in Grand Canyon, there's no parking. Even with the van, it's a struggle. So if you have a tow car with you, then you're in good shape. Look at that guy, he's hauling water. Must buy his water here. Oh, there's some other cabins right there. Usually it's about the same rate getting a cabin like that as staying in a hotel. Because in the summertime up here, you pay a premium. Absolute premium, because it's just so crowded. Now, I haven't run into it yet, but I was reading where a lot of these big parks like this, you almost have to make a reservation just to get into it if you want to get in certain times during the day. there's a town called Vail, Arizona. That junction 180 would take you right down to Flagstaff. Take you right past the San Francisco peaks. But we're going to keep trucking straight. We still got another 25 miles up to that Tusayan. That's where we're spending the night, that town. Thought maybe we'd stop by the airport, check out some of the helicopters taking off and landing. Just a busy, busy road. My goodness. Some people, they want to do 80 miles an hour and just pass you. All right, this is the Grand Canyon Airport. Might be fun. Got a little time left before we get up to the RV park. It's cold. It's like 47 degrees here. And windy. Tomorrow it's supposed to be a little nicer. Few clouds. In the morning, we'll be right at that big Grand Canyon. Yay. Made it. We're only a mile out of town. We are up here. Yay. All right. Let's watch a couple of these guys take off and land. Non-stop. Now, ticket prices on these things aren't cheap, but it's a ride of a lifetime for sure. There's one taking off, but they constantly come in and out of here. I kind of looked into it once. I mean, money's one thing, but the seat they give you, they don't guarantee a seat. For me, I want to film it. So, you can see some of them sit opposite of each other. At least that one has bigger windows in it. That'd be better. Like that one right in front of us, that's small. The windows are. All right, away they go. They all got their phones out. They put 5 people in that one. I watch them load them. So that'd be better. I wouldn't mind doing that, as long as I could sit up front. Picky, oh, they still won't guarantee it. It's up to the pilot where you sit. That's what they told me inside. Here comes one in. Now it depends how far and how many minutes you go up, but the average is $400 per person for 15, 20-minute ride. That's all it takes to fly you down. I think some of them will take you all the way down to the river. They got different packages. I went inside for a few minutes and kind of checked a little bit of it. There's actually 2 tour buses that unloaded a ton of people. Inside the lobby, it was packed. There had to be close to 100 people inside there. Alright, we'll watch this guy land and I'll head on out. I've always liked stopping here. No one's waving. They're probably thinking about the credit card bill they're gonna get. Joking, joking. But non-stop, you hear them things constantly. Take off and land. Why not? It's a Grand Canyon, huh? I'll take the long way out, drive by the runways. You can also take chartered flights over the canyon. To me, I don't know. I'd kind of rather do the airplane, unless I could get a good seat in a copter. Every year I've ever come up here, I've always stopped and kind of thought about it. Just never pulled the trigger on it. There's their big old runway. You see all the planes. I mean, it's non-stop of them things, too. Lots of RV parking here. I know they can land jets. I've seen it. So it's a pretty big runway. This is Tusayan. Something like that. I hope I pronounce it. Tusayan. Your last stop before you go into the Grand Canyon Park. So we're not on the park property yet. A lot of people work up here. It's a ton. I haven't seen on Google Maps, we'll find out tomorrow when we're driving around, that they even got a school district within the park. Several lodges, there's who knows how many people work up here. But you got hotels, restaurants. Hey, Yuck-Donald's. And the RV park's clear at the end. There is a visitor center. Want to stop? Saw them big murals on it there. I've never stopped here before. There's all the pink Jeeps. If you want to take a safari ride. Why not? Let's check it out a minute. This is the place for brochures and maps. It's all free for that. Got the big seal on the floor. That's pretty cool. Bet a lot of people come in here. And they got this gigantic wall map of the canyon. Pretty detailed. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be right in there. That thing is massive. All the different points. I'm hoping later this spring to get over to the North Rim. Never been there. It's always closed. All right, let's go outside. They got a big IMAX movie in there. You can watch how the canyon was created. That was way too crowded for me, though. There is a lot of people in that building. See, but it's mid-afternoon. I'm usually out and about early, but I left Williams. Heck, we didn't leave Williams till noon. Want to take a ride in a pink Jeep? They take you all over the canyon. They won't take you down in it, but you can go all around the rim. Wouldn't be bad if you didn't want to drive. You know, if you're on a tour bus or something. Wow, that wind is really moving right now. More safari type trucks. A little chilly to be riding in the back of one of those. There's your statue of an elk. I like those big pictures on the visitor center building. Personally, to me, that's better on the outside than in my opinion. Okay, well, this is it. This is town. Gas up, get some groceries, plenty to eat. Homemade chocolate place. You can buy chocolates here. Well, bus service, it's probably the best way to go. If you ever came up here by car, to stay parked at your hotel and take buses, because they drop you off everywhere around the park. Unless you're going to stay in one of the lodges in the park itself. God, I looked some of those pricing. Oof. $300-400 a night. You want to stay in a lodge. Of course, once again, that's the Grand Canyon. There's the bus schedule in about 10 different languages. This is probably one of the biggest attractions in the world, the Grand Canyon. All right, well, let's go find that RV park. For more information on my channel, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for your newsletter. Got a merch shop now. Armchair Traveler Series is out. Coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts. Plus in the newsletter, we're putting out articles about travel. Also guides. We're coming out with brand new guides. And they are generated right off the videos. So it should show you some lodging and different attractions around. We just started that. So hopefully that takes off and helps people out. And it's all free. Download it for free. Okay, I'm going to go down here and turn around. So make sure you write it down, put it on the list, RVerTV.tv. Appreciate it very much. Alright, as good as any, get turned around here. Right here at McDonald's. My favorite place. Wrong. Oh no, I just can't eat that food, fast food. There's your trading post, Grand Canyon Trading Post. Big E Steakhouse, I bet that's good. But to be up here, you're gonna do one thing. Go see that canyon. Well, I hope you enjoyed the trip up here today. I wasn't even going to film this. I was just going to work, leave at noon at Williams, and then just do the canyon video. But I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and record it and have a little fun. And here's the RV park. I've stayed here. This will be my third time, I think. Very clean little campground. Crowded. Sites are tight, but you got electricity, which I need tonight. Generate low heat. Because they say low tonight will be 29 degrees. In 2 days, supposed to be snowing here. That's why we're here now. I was going to hold off for a few days. Alright, let me go ahead and see what site they want me in. They put me way in the back. This park is sold out tonight. Because of Easter coming up and all that. So happy Easter to everybody too. Probably be over with by the time you see this video. Year's going by pretty darn quick though, isn't it? Probably that's where more of the workers live back in here. Well, get ready for a grand experience at the Grand Canyon. Next video. Journey never ends. Talk soon.